Cousin Internet. It's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show. And with me is the fiery Cousin Jaimz. That didn't sound fiery.
Growling. Grumble growl.
And the always quirky Cousin Devan.
I thought I was going to get like liquidy or something.
Liquidy. No,
Liquidy?
white mayonnaise.
Devan has an issue with
White food?
no
Mayonnaise
bodily
food?
fluid.
Oh,
She
that's
doesn't
it.
like mayonnaise, but just bodily fluid in general.
Somebody
bothers
told
her.
me that they listened to our podcast, and that was the one that they listened to, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that one about Devan," and I was like, "Yeah, she's weird."
Yep.
Devan has an issue with bodily fluid. Every time she pees, she can't look.
And condiments. I don't like condiments.
Condiments?
Yeah.
That's a peppermint flavored Trojan.
Trojan
I also hate the
man.
term
Thank you,
quirky.
Quirky?
I hate
Do you
it.
really?
Yeah.
Because did people call you quirky for a long time?
No, they said meaner things, but
What did they
I feel
say?
like quirky is like the name that like girls give themselves when they didn't have a personality in high school.
Were you bullied in school?
No.
Yes.
You were bullied?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, my last name is Seaman.
Well, that's,
so
I mean,
one.
that's a good one. But
Yeah. I was also a weird kid.
You were bullied
Yeah.
because you were weird.
Yeah. I
was
I
bullied.
kind of. I'm not gonna say I deserved it, but I was weird.
I was bullied because I was weird for one, and then for two, I'm a big girl, so I was always bullied for that. But then I was also friends with all the boys because girls just were bitches.
so
I
you
was
were
like,
you were automatically the slut.
I was automatically the slut. But then when I proved I got real popular.
There's always that turnaround. I'm
No.
still waiting for mine.
No, actually, I had the same boyfriend when I was a sophomore all the way through high school, and he was out of high school. So it's like I never had to deal with that drama. But I was just friends with everybody, but I was also very open. So the boys would always ask me sex
Yeah,
questions.
she was.
And it was like, oh, yeah, go talk to Jaimz. She'll like, tell you how it is. And I'm like, listen. And the girls were like, oh, my God, I can't believe you talk about that. And I'm like, listen, bitch.
At 17, Jaimz had her stomach pumped of
No.
7 gallons of Devan semen.
Hey.
And then Devan was born.
Ah,
I
here we are.
might be old enough for that to happen.
I don't think so.
How old are you?
25.
I think we threw up for different reasons.
Actually, you are younger than I was when my mom was my age. She was
Oh.
only 15 years older than me.
My mom had 2 kids. by
her
the
mom
time
was
she
very
my age.
Yeah, both of your moms were very open as well, apparently.
I was
Clearly.
actually my mom's first time, and
Ugh.
yeah,
What a
That's
sucky.
harrowing.
and a broken condom. I mean,
My
I was
second
meant to
time
be
I had
here.
a broken condom.
Did you freak out?
I did, and I had to call my mom and get Plan B, and
Oh,
she told my
no.
dad about it just in case I had a bad reaction and she wasn't home. So
Oh my God! How old were
no.
you?
that was
How
not
old were you?
fun. 17?
You slut.
16 or 17.
But your parents were cool like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, that's how I am with my kids too.
My brother's daughter.
Oh my God! You're an uncle.
Yeah,
Ugh, I wouldn't let you near that kid.
they
It's very on brand.
they told me, "Hey kids, it's me, Uncle Todd.
It's me, Uncle Todd.
What do you want for Christmas?
What size panties do you wear?
You like my van? No, my one of my brother's daughters told my brother and his wife that she gave a boy a blowjob.
My brother told me when
And
he was like 15.
Yeah, telling your sibling is different than telling your parents.
I know.
And my brother is not in the best shape, and that was very near a heart attack. Because if my daughter came up to me and said, "Hey, Dad, I blew a guy," I don't even think I would feel the ground hit me. I would just be out. And my brother's wife, to her credit, didn't bat an eye. She just said, "Well, did he reciprocate on you?"
Yes, girl.
How old is he? No. The answer is no. He didn't.
No, yeah. Amen. Preach.
I don't even need to know. The answer is no.
But there's a certain age a guy turns where all of a sudden they are all about it if they're the right kind of guy.
Because
But
they're
it's true.
unlocking a certain piece of information.
Yes. It's like, oh, Pandora's box. Yes.
I think, you know what? I
Yes.
think the reason that I got into the oral, to me, because I was like, it's like a cheat code for a video game.
Up, up, down, down,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
left,
yeah.
left.
Exactly.
A-B. That's all I'm talking about.
But I felt like, okay, well, as long as I knock that out of the park, everything else
but,
is...
But was there a point where you like enjoyed it too, though, because of the reaction
yeah,
you would
yeah,
get?
of course.
Yeah, exactly. But there's a point. That's what I'm saying. There's a point in a guy's life where if they're gonna enjoy it, they find out that they enjoy it, and they find out the what is it, the payoff? And then all of a sudden they're like,
Yeah.
I am an aficionado. Let me put on my snorkeling gear. I'm going down for hours.
This is a 1991.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
You're a sommelier of the vagina.
I have a bucket that I place next to the bed
Oh,
because
gross.
you're supposed to taste
You're supposed to swish and spit.
yeah. And then
And I'm gonna head out, guys.
and then when she reciprocates for me, I turn that bucket upside down because she's not allowed to spit.
No, honestly, it's worse to spit because you taste it. If you swallow, you put it further enough back in your throat, you don't taste it.
Right, Devan?
Okay, I will say.
Oh.
I will say it hurts my
Could you
stomach.
wait? Hold on.
Oh, yeah. No, I was
Could
allergic
you-
to somebody's at one time.
Could you
Hurts
say
my
that?
stomach.
Could you talk about that with a British accent, please, Devan? Just so it sounds more upper class.
It hurts my stomach. To
swallow
I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of like a British word.
Boy, when a man Jesus in ya,
Terrible. It's terrible.
chim chim sharoo.
But yeah, so like
No, I've had that before.
You know what I
Actually,
mean?
my ex-husband, he was on so much medication because he was epileptic and he had a whole bunch of food allergies and stuff like that. The medication made it to where like I couldn't because it would make me ill.
So there was
Interesting.
a special that I watched.
Has it been every guy?
This.
Oh, see.
Oh, hold on, John. That jar that's in the kitchen. Could you bring that out? Because I'm going to do an experiment. I've been saving it for a really long time, Devan.
But honestly, there is such a range of
20 cc's at a time.
Ugh.
Just
How's
filling
that?
up.
What are you drinking?
oh God. Doesn't matter
So
now.
there was
I'm
a
gonna throw
thing
up,
I
by the
watched.
way.
There was a man and a woman, and they were dating, and they always used condoms, and then they got married, and they said, you know what, let's try to have a
kids.
kid.
Yeah.
No condom for the first time, and she wouldn't get pregnant. She was allergic
Yes.
only to his semen.
Yes, that happens. Yeah, because of the pH levels. It's
That-
like there's
If there is a God, that is him saying, you know what, you two
are too ugly.
Uh-uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't get to have babies. You adopt, motherfuckers. No, but there's such a wide range of what makes up each individual's. I mean, some
Jisms?
yeah, it's so weird. I mean, I'm sure vaginas are like that. I don't know. For
They all have
are they
different
like that?
pHs.
I have actually said for years that each load is like a snowflake.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, each guy, because I mean, some guys are very heavy on protein diets,
Yep.
and that makes it horrible. It's like chewing. It's gross. It's terrible. It's funky. Some guys are
That's why I just
healthier eaters.
I stick a little bit of chicken up there right beforehand, so she gets a
No, you
little
don't.
treat.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You mother. It's curry.
I have to leave.
Actually,
mom's here to pick me up.
I plug it up with a Skittle,
Actually, I wouldn't mind that. I'd taste the rainbow.
and then damn
It's like
near
a pea
kill her.
shooter.
Yeah.
But there is the whole wives' tale of drinking pineapple juice or eating celery or something to make it taste better. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know. I love pineapple juice.
As the horse says behind me.
You just said yes, it does. Did you do like this as an experiment?
Oh.
Oh, all right. And don't believe in flavored lube. Flavored lube is not a good thing.
Here's something that women do that I think goes against the fight that they should have. Don't tell every guy, "Oh, it tastes good. Yours tastes good."
Oh, no, I've never said that.
Also, maybe
Oh, I've
just
heard
like
that.
don't lie to your sexual partner
Yeah,
in
or
any
maybe-
way.
or at least
maybe
don't
not
lie to
compare
them
them.
after you've already had sex. Once you've done it, then you should be honest about everything.
Well,
like,
whoever
hey,
says
look.
it tastes good.
Literally no one.
I have
Well,
heard it. I've heard it.
No.
That's because
Porn
of the
doesn't
Skittle.
count.
Oh no,
It was a Skittle.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I personally am okay. So TMI, right? Totally love doing
This
it.
entire thing is TMI.
I know, totally love doing it. The after effects of it is just kind of like, oh, that's what it is. You know, there's some guys who was just like, I don't want to do that on you.
I don't want.
You're gross.
Oh, I don't. No, I don't mind. I don't want to come on you.
No. I do not allow that.
And like the whole like, I've had a girl ask me like,
Oh, yeah.
do you want to do it on my face? I'm
yeah,
like, no.
ugh. Some
'Cause then-
guys want to do it on your boobs
then
because it's
I
like the
have to-
porn shot.
If I do it on your face, then I have to look at that.
And then Devan doesn't like it either.
No.
so.
It's true. What I do is I tell him to stick out his hand afterwards, and he still gets to deal with it.
Ew,
So
you,
gross.
do you really
No,
spit
I
it?
do not. Absolutely
saying.
not.
I was like, party foul.
I spit it onto his face.
no, you snowball it. You both can treat it.
All right, so since we're on the 2MI train,
TMI?
2MI.
TMI.
Yeah.
Too much information.
I always felt bad, like, Go ahead.
I-
I'll talk about that later.
I was with a girl who we were fooling around, and it was one of those things where we were just it was kind of like a friends with benefits sort of thing, and it was just like real kind of chill. Like we would watch TV or something, and it'd be like, "Hey, you want to fool around?" This was the grossest thing that I've ever experienced.
Oh no.
Afterwards,
After sex?
no, after a
After
blowjob.
oral? Oh, okay.
Do
you want to kiss you?
No. She just kind of reached over and grabbed a can of Dr. Pepper.
No.
and drank
Oh, she
it,
just drank it?
the Dr. Pepper.
Well,
But to me,
it's
I was
like
like,
a rinse.
that's like a creamsicle.
No, you gotta get the taste
You
out
get
of
the
her
taste
mouth.
out. That's just like rinsing out your mouth with mouthwash or
That's the
something.
grossest.
That's
hold on.
not gross.
That's the
It would be gross if she
grossest
spit it
thing.
into the can and then drank it.
Ugh.
Because then that's because
okay.
then that makes it a little more
Here's-
Dr. Pepper coming in a can.
Here's the other one that was disturbing. This wasn't gross. This was disturbing.
She tried
Her
to
dick
hold
was
your
bigger than
hand.
yours.
No. My dick hole was always bigger. This is actually a really sweet like childhood friend.
Oh God, thank God you said childhood.
No, like we grew up together. Our parents bathed us in the sink together.
So she
and
gave you a blowjob in the sink.
No, but as we would see each other like once a year, you start to develop, and then we were like 13. We started making out, and then like I didn't see her from 13 to 16, and when she came over, like gorgeous, like she had it was
She had
that
boobies.
it was that Winnie Cooper sort
Yeah.
of. She went from being the cute girl to
The wind in
oh
her
my
hair,
God,
the
she's
sunlight. Yep.
so.
mhm.
She was sleeping in my room, and I was sleeping on the couch. Both of our families are in the house. She comes out to the couch, and we start fooling around, and she goes down on me.
Of course she does.
And then I completed.
Did you warn her like a gentleman?
I do. I always warn. I always say it. I'm about to finish. That's fair enough warning. I'm not going to tap you on the head like
Here
you're,
comes the geyser.
like, are you ready for the gook?
Ew, that's the stuff in your eye.
So,
Oh my God.
so I finish, and she just immediately gets up and goes into the bathroom. So I was like, okay, well, she's spitting. That's fine. That's fair enough.
That's fine. You allow that.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not gonna go. Hey.
You swallow that.
I hold her nose and
I made that.
rubber throat like a dog
Like a dog.
medicine.
Put it in a piece of cheese.
But she goes, she goes to the bathroom, and then like time passes. I go to sleep. She goes to sleep. I never.
Oh no! Did
I
she
never
leave it in the
ever
sink?
wake up to go to the bathroom. So I woke up at like 5 a.m. to go to the bathroom. As I'm about to wash my hands, I just see this gob sitting
Oh,
in the
poor
sink.
form.
And
Devin's losing her shit right now.
here's my fear. My fear is, what if my mom came into the kitchen or the
Oh, I
bathroom
remember this.
and says, "Oh, what is this?" and then sticks her fingers in it. And it's like, "Oh, I don't know what this is." Oh well, I'll pee, wipe, monster baby born.
You had the weirdest like thought process there.
I wrote a show called Zombie Girlfriend.
Yes.
In it, this character played by Mike Aiello in the production has a theory of something called Cat Guy, and it was the whole story of this guy who had like 30 cats. And he's sitting in the bathtub, and all these cats are like lounging around the edge of the tub, and the guy just starts jerking off. He's like, not in a perverted, he's in the cat sort of way. He's just, soap was there, one thing leads to another sort of way. So
There's
he's
a penis.
Yeah, he's just blasting a load in the bathtub, which is, first of all, disgusting, because then it's like you just created a cloud that you're swimming through. Devan. And
This is
And
why we're not boys.
the guy jerks off. This is the story continued. Jerks off, just comes everywhere. It's on the ceiling, on the tile. It's in the bath water, and then he just passes out. One of the cats starts drinking the bath water,
Oh my God.
and then the cat starts cleaning itself, impregnates herself with this dude's junk. 9 months later, cat guy is born. Lives in the alleyways, crime fighter, and it's like this whole like urban legend. But it was based on that story.
There's a lot of things wrong with you.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
So I always felt like if a guy, okay, so like you have sex and then he goes to reciprocate the favor, and I was like, I always felt really guilty. I was like, let me go clean up because I don't want you to be in that stuff. You know what I mean? But then it was like, guys are like, I don't care, blah, blah, it's my stuff. And I actually dated a guy who said a real man has tasted his own spunk.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah. And I was like,
Devan's,
wow.
Devan's jaw just hit the table.
Yep. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of information.
Yeah, what I do is I launch it straight into the air, and then I hide underneath it, like I try to catch it in my mouth.
No.
Like a
So anyway, this has been Mama's podcast. I gotta go.
Facial hair is another thing that's interesting.
No, I think the shave that you have looks good.
I hate you.
You mean for
oral? Yeah,
Right.
that's something as you get older too. It's a new experience. You know, because when you're a teenager, boys don't usually have that. So
Usually.
and then yeah, it's weird.
Devan dated
Santa
lichens.
Claus.
I had a werewolf thing.
Yeah, the thing for Santa Claus. Or
Did you have I think we talked about this on a different podcast. You might not have been here on. But do you have like a weird? It was Megan was on the podcast because we were talking about weird kinks,
Okay.
and she said Indiana Jones. Do you know her thing with Indiana Jones?
Nope.
Temple of Doom. Harrison
Incredible.
Ford with his shirt like open.
Okay,
The
I
whole
think that's everyone's.
Kalima. No, but she like specifically Indiana
it to it?
Jones. Yeah.
oh,
Did you have anything like a moment in your childhood that you went, oh, this is why? Now you
this
saw
is
someone.
why I'm straight.
You saw someone make a tuna salad sandwich with mayo, and you're like, nope, done.
I don't know. I can't remember when I had like if a movie gave me my like sexual awakening. I can't recall. No, I can't think of anything.
No.
I'm still waiting for it to happen, I think.
Watch Indiana Jones. Yeah, but except it's the same for Devan. It's Indiana Jones, but it's not Harrison Ford. It's that Nazi guy who burns his hand on the talisman.
No, it's short round.
I can only finish if your face is melting in front of me.
Oh my God. What's that one? Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, Judge Dredd. No, not Judge Dredd. Judge Doom.
Doom.
Thank you. Yes, he's going to be at Spooky.
Oh, nice.
Christopher
Yeah.
Lloyd.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of sad.
It's
Every time I see him now, it's really
getting
sad.
old.
Why? Because he's old.
Yeah, but it's not that he's getting old. It's like he's getting.
He's withering away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
That's
did
how.
he did a thing
Working
with
still. He's working hard.
he did a thing with Michael J. Fox, whose middle name is actually Andrew. Just thought you might want to know. But he did a thing on one of the shows for Back to the Future Day. And they did a scene, and it was very clear he could not remember a single line.
Oh no.
And that someone was like off stage going, Marty, we got to get back to the future.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
Edward Furlong is going to be there too. They just announced him, so it's.
What has he done lately?
There's a lot of like
A convention?
online stuff. A lot of online stuff that people are coming out and promoting. Like Henry Thomas is coming from E.T.
Oh,
and he was in the
nice.
House on Haunted Hill, or
Yeah, he was.
Haunting
He
of
was
Hill
the
House.
dad.
Oh, they
Yeah.
they just renewed that for
Yeah,
season 2, but it's an
season 2.
anthology.
It's the haunting of something else.
It's
Yeah.
like
Bliss House
it's
or
like
whatever.
American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Have you
it's cool.
seen The Umbrella Academy? I just finished
I
it.
heard it was
Not
really
yet.
good.
I
That's
have
what
to start
it's
it.
on
Did
mine.
you see it? It was so good. Yeah, I really liked it, and
They renewed that too, right?
I hope so because it ends with something is going to happen. But speaking of Netflix, Punisher season 2.
Meh.
Did you watch it?
I don't watch this.
Oh,
Nope,
oh my
me
God!
neither.
Punisher season 2 was probably the best television series I've seen.
Season 2.
Season 1 was amazing.
Okay.
And then Daredevil season 3, I was like, this is incredible.
There's so much to keep up
Punisher.
with. God.
Punisher season 2, but Punisher is standalone. No other characters really crossed over.
I haven't even recondoed my stuff yet.
It is so good. And they canceled Daredevil and Punisher.
Yeah, that's what I
'Cause
heard.
Disney's getting their own streaming service, baby.
What I heard is they're going to Hulu.
Oh,
Because
what?
Disney,
really?
Disney owns
Hulu? Wow. Well, Handmaid's Tale just announced on Super Bowl. Their next season starts in June. That's Hulu.
I need to
Handmaid's
rewatch
Tale?
the last.
So good. Oh my God. Oh, they were filming on the mall in Washington the day that Idiot declared the national emergency. So they had hundreds of handmaids in the mall plaza right in front of the memorial
Yikes.
on that day. And
I think the
everyone was
important
like, this is
reason-
freaking out.
The important reason to watch A Handmaid's Tale is it's like a how-to guide for us now to make sure that we put all of you gals in your place.
I look good in red, so I don't think I would be a handmaid because I'm. Oh yeah, I wouldn't. I would be. I'd probably be Martha because I'm fixed. But I've
Have
had
you seen
kids.
it? Have you seen Handmaid's Tale?
Oh, yeah.
So I have not, and let me explain why. It seems real depressing.
It
It
is.
certainly is.
It's why I
But-
stopped watching. I stopped watching Walking Dead because I was like,
Oh, I
this
can't. I
is
can't do
heavy.
Walking Dead. Yeah, but there's glimmers of hope and fight in each episode that makes you want to get to the next one. You know what I mean? And the ender of this past season was like, "Fuck yeah, do it!"
But
So-
it's like Game of Thrones. I've seen one episode of Game
I've
of
seen
Thrones.
one episode of Game of Thrones
Oh,
too.
love
I
Game of
can't
Thrones.
deal with the
I love
incest.
it.
I trust your opinion as a person. I know the show is amazing. Other people whose opinions I trust have said it's amazing, but I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, I just feel like it is going to take 20 years to get through.
So the one episode I saw was the Red Wedding.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, no.
it has some super like valleys as far as things where you're like, well, this feels hopeless.
Yeah.
And then it kind of stays hopeless for a whole season, and then
Yeah,
it'll
no.
come up
And
a little
see-
bit, and
no.
then get hopeless.
I watched
again.
just the
That's what I
first
live
episode,
for.
and I felt like just the first episode was 20 hours long.
Oh yeah.
See, that's how I am with Lord of the Rings. I tried to watch the first Lord of the Rings movie, and I was like, oh my God, snooze. Fell asleep.
Yeah, I
Can't
also
deal with
fell
it.
asleep.
You know,
I tried
there were
reading the first book. Couldn't deal
People
with it.
apologize because I was the same way. I saw the first one. I was like, I was kind of bored.
Yeah.
And everyone who was a huge Lord of the Rings fan said, no,
No,
you
yeah,
don't
you gotta
understand.
stick with it.
This is just the setup for the next movie.
It's an entire movie of exposition.
And then I went, okay. And then I saw the next one, and I was like, I was kind of bored during that one, too. And like, dude, you don't understand. It's all leading up to this third one.
Yeah.
And then I walked out of the third one. I was like, fuck you
But
guys.
they got you to see
Yeah.
all three movies, didn't they?
That was 85 hours of waiting for nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of like your dating life. I mean,
Yeah. It's 85 hours. What's the name of the movie where the guy cuts off
127 hours.
127 hours. And then I
Cut
cut
your
my
arm
penis
off to
off.
get free.
Oh, yikes. That's upsetting.
Anyway.
Speaking of cutting off penises, Lorena Bobbitt now is a domestic abuse like speaker now to
Oh.
like help with the cause and try and like bring attention to it. And I was like, damn girl, you started early, way before the movement.
Yeah, you cut a dude's dick off. That's a pretty strong statement.
Yeah. And she was like doing interviews recently and talking about it all, and I'm just like, he went on to have a pretty good career in porn, so I don't know if she
Well,
heard him
I wouldn't.
or-
He did Frankenweenie. I don't know if that would say because his dick is all messed up. I wouldn't say it's a pretty good career. It's
He got money.
Here's a challenge I would like to issue to every lady out there. It's called the Lorena Bobbitt Challenge. Here's
That's
what you
not
do.
good.
No,
That's not good.
I don't want you to actually cut anyone's penis off. Just see if you can get a pair of scissors or something around a sleeping man's penis just to wake him up. And then when he wakes up, just go, I could have done this.
I wouldn't
my
do that to a
face.
penis. I love them too much.
Yeah, well, then you can keep that one. You take it with you.
No. No, I'd just find a guy with a detachable penis. Remember that stupid song from the 90s?
No.
Oh my God, it was so great.
I was born
There's
in
a song.
99.
There was a song called Detachable,
Detachable
Penis.
Penis.
Oh, wait.
Absolutely. Look it up.
I was born in 2001.
No, you weren't.
You know the Smell Your Dick song?
Yes.
No, what is that?
Oh God.
Let me smell your dick.
It's about cheating, and it's a woman singing.
Why you coming home 5 in the morning?
Why do you know a black woman's song about cheating?
One, she was on Tosh.0 doing the song.
It was a wildly popular
She-
video.
She made a lot of money
I did
off
his
of that
sister's
song.
wedding.
I believe it.
And anyway, there's a show that I do, like when I travel, like when I went to Rome this past year. One of the girls who's one of our camera guys on the that is the song we sing in the editing suite. Just she and I will just start singing the song, and it gets stuck in your fucking head.
It's in my head now. Thank you.
Why you coming home 5 in the morning?
Oh,
what?
gosh.
Tell me what you gonna do. Let me smell your dick. Look it up. Smell your dick.
No.
Smell yo dick.
No,
Not smell your dick.
no. The dicks in general, I mean, they usually smell like the fabric softener of the underwear.
Can I?
Hopefully.
Yes.
Can I tell you guys like in I guess it's not like a huge issue that I'm having.
Tell me an issue, Todd. Let's see if we can let's fix Todd's life.
Ooh.
I love this is a time management thing. I love to shower. And what I like doing is I like showering before I go to bed.
Okay.
Never been an issue in my life. Like shower before you go to bed, the sheets feel better. It's 100% better. Well, Renette, my girlfriend,
That you now live with.
yep, we're all moved in, but we lay down on the couch and watch TV. Like
Sure.
we'll binge through episodes at night. And And then once we get tired, it's time for bed. And at that point, I'm like, oh, I can't take a shower now.
Why not? How long does it take you to take a shower?
It'll wake me up. That's the issue.
Well, why don't you shower before you start watching TV?
Because right now, the way that it works, like with our current schedule, like for the weekends, is we're done at like, I guess I could go home at like 11 and shower. And then
Yeah, it'll take you 3 seconds, like for her to set up the show, and then you take a shower and you're done. I mean, it's like multitasking.
Yeah, but that requires her to didn't know how to handle
Electronics?
my electronic system.
Oh, yeah. You have like the Star Wars fleet, like kind of thing with buttons.
But
and things.
I don't like not showering.
What about, hear me out, turn it into like a romantic thing.
Yeah.
Sponge bath on the couch.
Sponge bath on the couch.
Or just let her lick you.
All right, Renette, did you hear this? You can either give me, like, we can play our favorite role-playing game.
I was like doing mom suggestions, and then Devan gets all creative and shit.
Yeah, so we'll play our favorite role-playing game, which is me, the angry paraplegic, who's mad at the world.
Yeah.
You missed a spot! Turn on my stories! And then we fall in love. Like, that's the story.
Or it's like you get one of those giant metal tubs like you put a toddler in when you take their pictures at Sears. See? And then you sponge bath.
I couldn't do that.
But with a Brillo pad when you're
cold
naughty.
water.
Steel wool.
I don't like cold baths or cold water or...
Because you're a sensitive little bitch.
No, have you ever done like iced, not just ice something, but like an ice bath?
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. Like I soaked my foot in ice for like 45 seconds and I was like, nope, can't do it. And I dated a rockette who would do like full body ice baths after each show and not like 2 minutes. Like they were in there for like 10 to 12 minutes. I was like, you're a monster.
Well, you figured that out later on too.
Yeah, they were friends. But yeah, I can't do it. Plus it makes my pee-pee go boop, 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 boop.
Even further?
Yep.
So it's an innie?
Yep. And then I have to blow my nose. I have to pinch my nose and blow to make my...
See, that's not something girls have to worry about.
No, but I've said this before. If a guy creates a tight seal on your butthole with his lips and blows, your vagina pops out like a windsock.
No, it does not happen.
Like a windsock. it just...
You are confusing sweet, poor, innocent...
The inside of your vagina...
You're freaking out my daughter, okay?
All right. Have you ever taken your foot out of a sock too fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the vagina does if you pull out too quickly as well.
There is actually a sad thing that happens to women sometimes when they're older, especially if they've
prolapsed
had...
vagina?
Yes, if they've had a lot of children, that happens a lot too.
Oh, yeah.
Are you able to jump on a trampoline? You've had kids.
Yes, of course I am.
Because I went to Rebounders, the trampoline place, and one of my friends who had 2 kids like did 2 bounces. She was bounce, bounce. Nope, that's pee. I can't do this anymore.
I always joke on stage that I'll pee if I laugh too hard. I mean, it has happened before, but I mean that's just a standard kind of. Oh, I've had 2 kids. I
all
can't
your
hold in my
organs
pee.
can also like drop into your pelvic floor.
But here's
too.
the thing. I mean, there's a reason Kegels exist, and that's you just keep your shit tight.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I guess that's true.
And you can work with a partner.
You know what's really
like have
weird?
your guy put his fingers inside you,
Or his
and
penis.
have him try to like scissor his fingers to like.
But you have to
strengthen-
try to keep them close.
Yeah.
You can do that with ping pong ball too. Try and shoot it. No, but it's. I was going to say something. I can't remember.
If you don't put the ping pong ball close enough to the edge,
I was going to say
you'll
you're gonna
swallow
suck it up.
I have a friend who's a guy who had to actually go to the ER because he got a sex ball stuck in his ass and he couldn't get it out.
Nope. Guess what? That's in me until I die.
I know I have anxiety because when you said the ping pong ball thing, that was the first thing I thought of was sucking it up into my body and not doing it the proper way and releasing it.
I had a friend who called me panicked because he was having sex with his girlfriend, and I've never had this issue. The condom slid off of him.
Oh yeah,
and got stuck in there.
I've heard that.
And then he just kind of compacted it in further. And I was
That's
like,
so bad.
How did it fall off? And he's like, we're trying to fish it out, man. We're freaking out. And I was like, no. Explain to me how
did
it came
fall
off.
Yeah. Did he have a Magnum and he really didn't need one?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
All right,
That happens with women with tampons too. It's like they
Mm-hmm.
lose tampons up there.
Yeah.
You go to toxic shock.
That can happen.
That's why there's the string. And this was a product that I tried to get on the market before. Instead of the string, you have like
a ring pop.
No, like Mickey Mouse feet. Like, so it looks like Mickey Mouse was
It was
crawling
stuck up
inside.
there.
He's stuck.
Ooh, and for the holidays, Santa's boots.
And like you can do a thing like when it's time to change, the boots just kind of kick.
Or it's sound notification, but it sounds like
or like jingle bells. Ching, ching, ching.
oh god.
No, the worst thing about burlesque is if you have a show when you have to do when your period, and there was a show in New Orleans, and that I saw a girl bent over to do the cute.
It's on string.
Cute, and there's the mouse tail.
Oh,
Yep, I was like, girl, you
no.
take care of your shit. Tuck that up. And then she kept kicking her legs, and the whole audience was like, ooh, she didn't know.
This wouldn't have been an issue if Eve didn't touch that fucking apple. She touched the apple, the fruit of knowledge, and then God vagina kicked her out of the Garden of Eden.
Well, here's the thing.
And that's why you bleed once a month.
Dumbass Adam ate it too. So
Yeah, because guys will do anything for pussy.
We're Mama's comedy show.
we're real stupid for that. Look at all of the crimes that have been committed over a vagina
In the name of love.
or vagina. All right, we need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
James,
Todd.
what did you learn tonight?
I learned that Devan really actually doesn't have that much of an aversion to some things.
Devan, what did you learn tonight?
I learned that I need to think about my positivity outlook on things when I think of things. Because when you said that ping pong thing, I immediately only thought of it being sucked up into my body and killing me.
Right,
Your vagina is not a vacuum.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Your vagina is like one of those tubes at the bank. Where it just but if it does go inside, just sneeze really hard, it'll go.
Terrible.
You
Wait,
just killed the cat.
I do wonder how those women who do those shows and do those tricks, how do they know that they can do that?
Yeah.
Who figured that out first?
Someone.
It all
A man.
started with, as Walter Elias Disney once said,
It all started
with
with
a
a-
hand mirror.
Hand mirror. I was gonna say dream, but all right.
And I learned something tonight too.
What?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
What you learned? You're trying to remember?
Yeah. I think what I learned most tonight is that if we can get my character feet,
Tampons.
my character feet tampons trademarked and on the shelves,
Hey Tony, can we do that?
they will be the best damn feminine hygiene product, period. We're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 10 p.m. Call 473-631-985. You can find me, Todd, on Twitter and Instagram, the IG, at Todders, Todders. You can find me on Snapchat and Xbox Live at Duty Poo Poo, DOODIEPOOPOO. Let's play some Apex Legends. You playing that yet?
Not yet. I have to finish Kingdom Hearts 3.
James, where can people find yous?
We are doing a show with Corsets and Cuties this Sunday, so you can find out information about the group and other things that are happening around town at corsetsandcuties.com. Also on Instagram and Facebook under Corsets and Cuties.
Devan.
I'm on the Twitter under All Dogs Go to number 2, Devan. I'm on Instagram, same thing, but it's All Dogs Go to Devan, completely spelled out. And I'm a part of Lowrider Improv on Facebook. You can find that under Lowrider Comedy. And that's it.
But people could also see you and I.
Oh, yes.
Or Megan at
That's right.
Cirque Magique or Cirque by Night.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.